The Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire is one of the momentous moments in all of world history. As we've talked about in the previous episodes of the series, the story that happens here and the historical events that unfold are really unlike almost any other story in history. And because of that, or maybe as a result of that, the question for centuries after the conquest has always been, how should we think about this event? How did people at the time make sense of this historic conquest? How did those historical narratives change over time, both from the Spanish perspective and the Mexica perspective? And what do those historical narratives tell us about what actually happened here? One of the things that's interesting here is this story really highlights how morality and historical narrative are very closely tied together. So we'll start with the Aztec. And we've discussed the narrative of the Aztec here in this series, that they were superstitious savages, and their use of violence and brutality and human sacrifice demonstrate how they were less civilized than their European counterparts, and that this lack of sophistication is a major reason why they lost and were conquered by a more civilized foe. Again, this was the narrative that was out there historically for hundreds of years, and a large part of more modern scholarship on the Mexica people and the Aztec Empire is dispelling this myth a little bit.